As we note the 250th bloodyversary of our right to forge our own empire free from the fetters of a foreign king in favor of one of our own, we observe the continued destruction by Russia, Israel, and the U.S. of everything around them, including thousands of deaths from capitalist-induced heat waves and racist-induced ICE deportations and stupidity-induced crypto bankruptcies, all keeping indictable or indicted oligarchs in power in the above-mentioned criminal enterprise nations. Not to complain, of course. We could be in Myanmar or Sudan. So, happy 250th, everybody. Trump man has made 2 bills so far in his second term, which makes him smart. He has further demonstrated his smartitude by deporting Venezuelans to Venezuela to dig Venezuelans out of the rubble, saving Americans woke aid money, and by refusing aid money to Colorado after fires ravaged the blue state, reasoning that the locals can bootstrap up and vote Republican, which will put out the fires quicker than you can, say, buy his meme coin.
Understand that people all over the world want what we've got here in America. Well, and that kind of makes sense. It's theirs after all, isn't it? But
Birthright sit has been reaffirmed, endangering the future of white supremes. But never fear, the Supremes have decided that any amount of money is okay in a good cause, like, say, buying elections to maintain white sup.
Cause money is speech, oh yes, lots of it. A vote is fine, but money is above it. Buying elections, you gotta love it. Money works every time, and it's no crime. Not now.
In another decision, the court told the God King he can fire anyone who disagrees with him, say those who want to protect consumers, workers, or the environment. All of which he naturally and biblically wishes to attack. So, good to know when you're deciding whether to protect people and things or to destroy them. Watch yourself and perhaps your republic. Turns out Trump is right. The algae in the big beautiful blue pool is, or are, the work of vandals. Namely, the vandals in his admin who facilitate climate chaos, which is causing algal blooms worldwide, creating oxygen-free zones that imperil fish and, what's that word? People. Of course, all of this is ultimately Obama's fault, if not, in fact, the Central Park Five's. As opposition to arming genocide grows, the United States of Israel has come up with a plan to short-circuit the public will. Instead of sending money, they will work together at taxpayer expense to develop new weaponry and surveillance, integrating the military's work on both sides of the pond. Some call it a switcheroo. Others disagree and say it's clearly a shell game. The plan mimics the fake ceasefires in taking the issue off the front page, causing the public to put it on the back burner. A majority of Americans now oppose more military aid, but 64.2% of those think problem solved. People are closing their accounts at First Citizens Bank due to its support of private prisons. Next up, pulling money out of Wells Fargo for loan fraud and discrimination. Citigroup for fraud, a toxic workplace, and discrimination against Armenians. Look it up. JP Morgan Chase for manipulating global financial systems and being manipulated by Epstein. Bank of America for illegal fees, opening accounts without consumer consent, and vicious subpriming of minority borrowers. And Capital One for cheating customers on interest and failure to curb money laundering. Unconfirmed fake news reports say the boycotters are forming credit unions and cooperative non-profit banks and are calling for the end of capitalism. Some Oregonians want to ban hunting and fishing, claiming that these hobbies can be in some obscure way detrimental to animals. If the initiative passes, sports people could take up spelunking or skydiving. Those could only hurt humans. With apologies to, some of my best friends are humans. I think this could be an improvement. If the sporties still need to release their bloodlust, I guess they could join ICE. Never mind. Withdrawn. Then again, they laughed at Einstein too, and also at medical aid in dying. Legalized fun mushrooms. And vote by mail. All pioneered by Oregon's Marxist vegans. Starbucks in Korea, are you with me? Saw fit to introduce a line of tumblers on what they called Tank Day, which fell on the anniversary of a 1980 massacre by the then dictatorship. Why Tank Day, you ask? Ask the AI bot that thought it up. President wants to turn the neglected, underdeveloped California coast into a big, beautiful Vegas, Gaza-style resort, rescuing it from the woke, redwood-hugging, wild-about wilderness crowd. Pres Boy has already jump-started an oil pipeline off Santa Barbara, invoking an emergency clause. Presumably, the coast was endangered by proposals to build communist wind farms. This is a classic confrontation between environmental extremism and moderate planet destruction. In Tungsten Gate, the Trump-Lutnick sons, or Trumpnik boys, grifting off the Kazakh mining deal, are taking a step up from their crypto grift, since crypto mining isn't real. For Kazakhstan, it's a step up from being exploited by the Soviet Union. Sort of. Kind of. Maybe. Probably. Not. Florida is dismantling Alligator Alcatraz, proving conclusively that those who demeaned it a year ago were premature anti-Alcatrazists.